Hey, church. I want to tell you a story. About a year and a half ago, when we moved here, we moved to these apartments called Bridgeport Apartments in Valencia, and we loved it over there. There was a pool, there was a gym, there was all kinds of opportunities to rub shoulders with people. The apartments were strategically right next door to Panera Bread, and love that. Um, but every time I left the apartment, my goal, my personal goal, was to interact with one person. Whether it was just to say hi or just to maybe ask how they're doing on that day, or maybe if I'm walking my dog and someone else is walking their dog, to engage them in conversation. Well, I met a number of individuals in that way, and one of the individuals was a stuntman through Hollywood. And he was there because him and his wife were building a house in Agua Dulce, and they needed a place to live while their house was being built. And I continued to just pray and hope that every time I left my apartment that I would see this guy. And every trash day, every time I went out to walk my dog, I encountered this man. And we would just talk. We would just talk about life. I would ask him about his job, and he'd ask about my job and what I did, and obviously some of that just led to talking about church and job and life and those different things. Well, long story short, Jim, I found out that Jim was a Christian, and he was a guy that wanted to come to our church and share his testimony. Well, time went by, and we invited him, and we set up an event for him and everything to come, and he canceled on me. And I was really, I said, hey, no pressure, no worries, we'd love to have you when you can come, and we totally understand. Well, now it's been a whole year later, and I haven't heard from this guy at all. We moved away, we moved from the apartments, we moved to Newhall, and I thought, well, that's it, I'm not going to hear from him. But you know what? This man emailed me 2 weeks ago and said, hey, Pastor Josh, I am excited. I would love the opportunity to share my testimony with the men in your church. And I was so thrilled. I was so excited. I couldn't even believe it. All this to say is that you never know. Even it could be a year from now, it could be a couple months from now, but you never know what those questions or what those moments where you're rubbing shoulders with them or talking to them, those people that walk by, and you just ask those casual questions, you never know where that's going to lead. See, God provides doors, and we have this opportunity to whether open that door and walk through it. And this fall, we are going to focus on a series called Organic Outreach. Organic is a word that means something that happens naturally. And I wanted to look at different ways in which we can talk to people or lead others to Christ or engage our community naturally. How can we do that? Through the gifts and talents that our church possesses. How can we do that? How can you do that as an individual with the gifts and talents that you possess? So I look forward to being with you. I invite you to purchase this book, Organic Outreach, by Steve Harney. And you can sign up in the Welcome Center to purchase one of these books, or you can get them on Amazon. But we are going to start this on September 17th. On September 13th is an opportunity for you to invite somebody to church as it's Bring a Friend Sunday. Wear your favorite jersey. Wear whatever jersey you got, doesn't matter what sport it is. We're going to have lunch after church. We're going to have a raffle. We're going to have games. We're going to have a ministry fair on the patio that talks about all of our ministries. Our leaders will be out there talking to people. It is going to be a fantastic time. And this is your opportunity to say, you know what? You don't have to come to the church service. It's totally fine. No pressure. Come to the lunch. Be a part of what's going on. And in hopes that we get to introduce them to the hope and grace and life-saving Savior that we worship each and every day, Jesus. And so I hope that you're going to be a part of this journey with me. Definitely, we want you to participate. And I look forward to seeing you this Sunday, 9:15 for the first service, 10:30 for the second service. We got classes and things for everybody to be a part of. And I hope that you just have a great weekend. Looking forward to seeing you soon.